Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, September 1st, 2023, and I'm going to do a reading for you today. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, Dolly, it's not Friday, it's Sunday. Well, I'm shooting this on Friday, September 1st. I'm going away for the weekend, so I wanted to shoot this ahead of time, and I wasn't even going to do a video for the weekend. Or I wasn't going to do a weekend update, and I wasn't going to do a week reading on Sunday because I don't like shooting things in advance. Not that far in advance, anyways. But I decided to do it today because when I woke up today, and I'm not even kidding, I woke up feeling like 3,000 pounds was taken off my shoulder. I felt so light and airy and back in the flow, and not that I ever was out completely of the flow, but I was struggling to stay in the flow, and that staying in the flow shouldn't be a struggle, right? August was a heavy month. I think August was a heavy month for a lot of people. Sonia Rain Lee had her weekly live stream this morning, and I was in there, and I saw that several people had said that, they were feeling like August was heavy. Katie Moonchild said that. Sonia said that. Flowing said that. And I thought, wow, that is exactly right. That is exactly what I was feeling. August was heavy. We had 2 full moons in August. We had Mercury in retrograde, which is still in retrograde, but we're starting to move away from the influence of that. It's not quite as potent as it was last week. And, we had our super blue moon. And so and just a lot of stuff happening in the world in August. It was crazy. Big giant fires and earthquakes and hurricanes and just presidential stuff, criminal stuff. There was so much happening in August. It was a very heavy month, but I'm feeling like September is going to be a much lighter, much more manageable month for us all. So with that feeling, I said, you know what? I gotta do a reading. I just have to do one. So we're gonna do that. Let's go over to the other camera and we'll get started with our reading. And I think I'm gonna call this a reading for September, not just for the week ahead. It just feels like, that's the feeling I'm getting from Spirit, is this needs to be a monthly reading. So we're going to do that. I don't normally do that, but we're going to do that. And the tarot deck that was, after I did my, I do a meditation session before I do readings for you guys. And in the meditation session, I kept getting the Tarot of Oppositions like flashing before my eyes. So I'm going to be using this deck, the Tarot of Oppositions. So let me get started here. I'm going to get the cards shuffled. And as I do, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land in my home to surround us. And I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. What do we need to know for September, Spirit? What do we need to focus in on? What's our past influence? What's our present circumstance? What's our unexpected issue? What's our best course of action? And what is the outcome? Any insight you can give us, Spirit, would be so helpful. Please and thank you. And I love you. So let me get these going. I hope I have enough light on in here for this. It's bright and sunny outside, so I actually closed my blinds because it was too bright, which is very rare. And it's gorgeous outside. It's like in the upper 70s, just sunshine, light breeze. It's just the perfect September day, Okay, so for past influence, we have the 4 of Pentacles in the medicine position. For the present circumstance, we have the Five of Pentacles in the Medicine position. For the unexpected issue, I should probably move my arms out of the way so you can see. We have the High Priestess, also in the Medicine position. For the best course of action, we have the Lovers. And for the outcome, we have the Ten of Swords. All right, so let's take a look at this. So let me put this right here. The crystal back on top. Okay. So for our present or our past influence, sorry, we have the Four of Pentacles. And that's in the Medicine position. And, you know, the feeling that I get from the Four of Pentacles in the Medicine position is it's one of materialism, kind of like in a hoarding sort of way. Like, these are my toys, not your toys kind of feeling. Protecting oneself, protecting one's material possessions. Just kind of being miserly, not wanting to share. And just being really overly protective of yourself and your comfort and your well-being, like, but not in a healthy sort of way, more in a selfish sort of way. And I feel like anytime we have, like, especially when it comes to politics, anytime we have something that causes like a major polarization of the way that we feel versus what other people feel, we kind of get ourselves into that kind of mentality, you know, that I'm on an island protecting myself. I'm not letting anyone else in, and I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you bring to the table, and no, you can't have anything that I have. You know, that's sort of the selfishness that comes out in us. And I did feel that quite a bit in August. Okay, so that does not surprise me that came up in the past influence position. You know, some of the most, and I think that any of you who are spiritually intuitive, you will agree with me when I say, I felt a little on guard, like actually quite a bit on guard for the month of August, you know, and that never really is good for any of us. But I don't know, that I kind of feel like it was almost unavoidable, that heaviness, you know. Navigating through that was a chore, but it was possible. Most of us did that, but it was hard. Okay, for the present circumstance, I have the Five of Pentacles. And again, that's in the Medicine position. And there's a lot of things that can be said about this card, but the feeling that I'm getting is a feeling of getting to the point where you say, I need help. It's almost like the exhaustion that finally kicks you in the butt and makes you go, all right, something has to change here. Something has to change here. I cannot stay existing with this kind of mental attitude or this kind of physical thing happening to me. Something has to change. And with the Five of Pentacles in the medicine position, that is exactly what I am feeling. Something has to change. I'm admitting that something has to change. Okay. For the unexpected issue, we have the High Priestess in the medicine position. The High Priestess in the medicine position. And what I think is happening with the High Priestess in the medicine position, the feeling that I'm getting is there is some residual clinging on to the materialism, some residual confusion, this is really hard to put into words. I'm going to just say residual confusion and residual attachment from August. That's still kind of in us that we're working through. I think if any of you, like on Wednesday when we had our super moon, if you took any time to do any kind of releasing ceremony or releasing meditation, you may have gotten past that. But I'm getting the feeling like a lot of people didn't do that and are still clinging to the things that they were feeling in August that were dragging them down and confusing them. And it's time to let that go. That's going to be the September goal, is to release. Okay? Because for the best course of action, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers card is about union, it's about harmony, partnership, the care and feeding of relationships. And in order for you to do that, you have to let go of a lot of the residual, the things that we were feeling in August. When you feel like you're on an island by yourself and you've put yourself there and you've done that to protect yourself, you make it very difficult for other people to come to you with open arms saying, hey, let's work on this together, So it's very disruptive to partnerships. It's very disruptive to friendships. And so the Lovers is asking you to kind of lay down those things from August that were making you feel like you were divided from everyone else. It's time to transform, to transform out of that. So our last card, the final outcome, is the Ten of Swords. And then, this is another one of those cards where a lot can be said about the Ten of Swords scholastically. But what I am feeling from the Ten of Swords is a rebirth situation. If you felt like you've been a victim, if you felt like you've been betrayed, if you felt like you had all these negative things happening around you, I'm not saying that you truly didn't experience those things, but it's time to lay that down now and move forward. It's time to go through a rebirth, a transformation, a newness. That is what the Ten of Swords is asking us to do. That's our goal, okay, is to transform out of the state that we were in August and move into and back into the flow and move forward. Let the current take you to someplace better. Don't fight it. We have the tendency, when we do experience things that upset us or hurt us, to go over that stuff in our minds over and over and over. Like we replay it. Like, did you ever get into a fight with your coworker at work? And you're back at home after work, sitting down, eating dinner, and you're still playing that conversation over and over and over and over and over in your head. That's not healthy for you. Okay? That's not healthy for you. And this entire nation and the world, honestly, is having the same conversations over and over and over and over and over in their head. I mean, everything that can be said about American politics has been said. Rehashing all that over and over and over again is not going to change the past. It's not going to change what we went through. It's not going to change the future of what we're going to have. So the time for that cycle of negativity that we play in our heads is over. September is lighter. It's brighter. It's full of energy. Fall is in the air. There is a changing of the cycle that is starting to occur. And that's what we have to focus on. All right, let's go over to the other camera. I want to thank you guys for spending these few moments with me today, allowing Spirit to work through me to speak to you guys. I felt like this was really important. Spirit was really tugging at my heart today. So this isn't me, this is Spirit, okay? And I can't take any credit for anything, nor do I want to. So I love you guys. Thank you for coming and being a part of my day. I will see you all again real soon. I am in Columbus, Ohio right now, visiting the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. So hopefully I'll have a video to show you when I get back from that. And I hope you all have a great Labor Day weekend, okay? All right, take care, everybody. Mwah! We'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.